Hello everyone, this video is in continuation to our videos on human reproduction where we are discussing about the post-fertilization changes. In our last video, we have discussed till the formation of primitive streak, and now the gastrulation process has started. We have discussed the changes which takes place between blastula formation of gastrulation, and now from this video we are going to discuss about the gastrulation, the formation of 3 germ layers. Now for your reference, I have made this diagram here, wherein in our last diagram we had discussed the formation of epiblast and hypoblast. Now what happens to these 2 layers? Now what happens, first of all, the first layer which will be formed is endoderm. Fine, endoderm. We'll talk about endoderm, then we'll talk about mesoderm, and then we'll talk about the ectoderm. So endo is the inward, then meso middle one, and ecto is the last one. Now starting up, we have discussed that the embryonic disc has now undergone division to form 2 types of cells, columnar cells called epiblast and cuboidal cells known as hypoblast. Now what happens, the epiblast will further lead to division. I'll write here, division of epiblast occurs, and which is called, or you can say and, will not write and, called delamination. Delamination, wherein now these epiblast cells, I'll just make the diagram. This is the trophoblast layer. Fine, I'll make this structure, complete structure, because now we are going to talk about this. So this is the trophoblast, the disc-like structure. Fine, so now we have the embryonal disc here. The cells of embryonal disc will undergo, or you can say the epiblast cells have now undergone, I'll just make thoda sa big, yeah, they have undergone delamination, and that is division. It has undergone division, which we call delamination, and now I'll make it with a different color. Now they will start dividing towards the periphery of the trophoblast. They have divided here, and the division will keep on going, and it will go throughout the trophoblast. Herein, the division of the cells will undergo throughout the trophoblast, forming a cavity. Now the cells which are towards the embryonal disc, these are going to give rise to the primitive gut. Fine, and the ones towards the trophoblast at the base will form the yolk sac. Yolk sac, and we all know in case of mammals and apes, yolk sac is not that much, basically mammals. Why? Because the nutrition comes from mother's blood or the placenta, but in case of birds, the yolk sac is quite very big because the nourishment of the embryo comes from the yolk. Now the hypoblast cells which were here have also moved down, or you can say here, we can add in here that this yolk sac, the hypoblast cells lead to formation of the yolk sac. In some books it's also mentioned like this. So they will move down because they are present at the base. So this epiblast will undergo division and will stretch the hypoblast towards the base, forming a cavity in the center. So this is the first layer formation. I'll write it. This is the endoderm which is formed, the first layer. Now we are going to talk about the second layer formation, the second one, that is mesoderm formation. Now what happens in mesoderm formation, we'll make this structure again. Now during the formation of the mesoderm, we know these are the cells of the embryonal disc. The cells of the embryonal disc, as told in the previous video, if we talk about the sides, so this is the suppose cephalic side, and this is the caudal end. We have discussed this during the formation of primitive streak formation. So, and these are the trophoblast cells. I'll quickly make this. So we have this structure here now with an endoderm already formed inside, which we'll draw. Okay, so we have an endoderm already present here, which we have just now discussed that how is it formed. So this is the endoderm layer. Fine. Now what happens during the formation of mesoderm? I'll use a different color. So at the caudal end, some cells of the caudal end, they will start proliferating, or you can say they will start dividing, and then they will detach. This a kind of detachment of cluster or lumps of cells will take place, and this is known as mesoderm. Mesoderm give rise to the different tissues in our body. So we'll write it here. The first point here in endoderm formation was that the epiblast, they undergo division, and the point to remember is that the cells of endoderm towards embryonic disc form the primitive gut, and the other ones towards trophoblast forms the yolk sac, or also you can mention that hypoblast cells form yolk sac. Fine. Then we have talked about, I'll write it with a different color. Then we have discussed about the mesoderm. In mesoderm, the points to remember is that the cells of caudal end will proliferate, not the cephalic end. So the proliferation, or I'll write division also, proliferation or division of the cells of caudal end occurs. Lumps of cells detach and form mesoderm. And also mesoderm forms tissues in the embryo, developing embryo. Fine. So different types of tissue. We'll discuss about the fate also, but herein you must know that the mesoderm is going to form the different types of tissues in our body. Now talking about the third layer which is formed, that is the ectoderm formation. Now the ectoderm formation is going to occur. We'll make the structure again. Herein we have the trophoblast and the embryonic disc is here. Now what will happen? The division of the leftover cells of embryonic disc is going to take place. Now the embryonic disc is going to further divide. The cells of embryonic disc will further divide, and the division of the rest of jitna bhi bach gaya hai will keep on dividing now. Now I'll make this trophoblast layer first. Herein the disc-like trophoblast, it persists throughout, forming the chorion in the developing embryo. Fine. So this is the trophoblast layer, and we have discussed, I'll make these layers also so that we have a complete structure here. There is an endoderm which is already present here, which has already been formed, and then we have the mesoderm layer, which is the lump of the cells. Herein the mesoderm is here. It can be in the form of a sheet also in a few type of embryos, but herein we have these lumps. And now we are going to discuss about the formation of the last layer. So now the rest of the cells of embryonic disc will divide. Now I'll make it with red only. Okay, so now the layer of these embryonic cells will divide throughout the periphery very close to the trophoblast, forming a layer like this. Now this layer, the last layer which is formed with around the whole structure with the trophoblast is the ectoderm. So now we have cavities here, we have a cavity here, we have a cavity here, and we all know that in our first discussion we have discussed that amniotic sac will be there. So now what will happen? This amniotic sac which was formed with a cavity when the Rauber cells they degenerated will cover the whole structure. I label the parts. This is the ectoderm, this is the mesoderm, and then we have the endoderm. Fine. So these are the three germ layers which are formed, and this whole structure will be there in the amniotic cavity for further development. So in this video we have discussed the formation of endo, meso and ectoderm and how are they formed. In our next video, we are going to discuss about the fate of all the three layers, that is ecto, meso and endoderm, that is which layer is going to form what, and we'll discuss the important questions also which are framed from this topic. Fine. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.